Welcome to English Conversation Café. Learn English through natural conversations.
Okay, quick question before we even start. Have you ever walked past someone you know and pretended not to see them just to avoid conversation?
Haley.
Because I have. Many times. Many times.
This is such a great way to introduce yourself to new listeners.
I'm Haley, by the way, and that guy laughing at me is Max. Welcome to English Conversation Café.
Where we help you feel less terrified of talking to people, starting today.
Today's topic is small talk, and if you just felt a little anxious hearing those two words, you are in exactly the right place.
And honestly, you are not alone. Small talk is one of the most common things English learners struggle with, and we're going to break it all down today.
But first, if you're new here, welcome. This is a podcast made specifically for English learners. We talk about real, everyday topics in natural English, so your brain just absorbs it.
Think of it like hanging out with two friends who happen to talk about English a lot.
Very cool friends, obviously.
Obviously. So, small talk. Let's get into it. And I think part of why it feels so hard is actually the name. Small talk. Like, it's small. How difficult can it be?
So difficult, because nobody teaches you this stuff. Like in school, you learn how to write an essay about climate change in English, but nobody teaches you what to say to a stranger in an elevator.
Exactly. And that's where it gets real. Because in real life, those 2 minutes in an elevator, or waiting in a line, or sitting next to someone on a train, that's where English actually happens.
That's everyday English. That's the stuff you actually need.
So today, we're going to break it down. What is small talk? Why it feels awkward? And most importantly, how to actually do it. Naturally. Comfortably. Without panicking.
And we have some fun examples too, because what's a small talk episode without some cringy, awkward scenarios?
We've got you covered.
Okay, so Max, can you just quickly explain what small talk actually is? For anyone who's not sure.
Yeah, of course. So small talk is basically casual conversation with people you don't know very well, or people you've just met. It's light, friendly conversation. Nothing too deep, nothing too serious.
Like, you're not solving world problems. You're just connecting a little bit, being friendly.
Exactly. And it happens everywhere. At work, in a coffee shop, at a party, while you're waiting for something. It's kind of like the social glue that makes interactions feel comfortable.
Social glue. I like that. It's what keeps things from being weird and silent and awkward.
Right. And here's something important. Small talk is not about saying something super interesting or impressive. It's just about being warm, being present, and making the other person feel comfortable.
Which, honestly, sounds simple. But then you're standing there and someone says, "So, how are you?" And your brain just completely shuts down.
Total freeze.
Like, you know how you are. You know how to answer that question. But suddenly, nothing. Just static.
And that feeling, that freeze, is really common for English learners. And honestly, even for native speakers sometimes.
Oh, totally. I've had full conversations where I walked away thinking, what did I even say? Was that a real conversation? Did I just talk about the weather for 4 minutes?
We've all been there.
So let's talk about why small talk feels so hard. Because I think once you understand why, it's easier to fix it.
Yeah, that's a good starting point. So I think the first reason is people feel like they have to say something perfect or impressive.
Yes, like there's pressure to be interesting.
But that's not what small talk is about at all. Small talk is not a performance. You're not on stage. You're just being a friendly human.
The bar is actually really low. And I mean that in the best way. Like, people are not expecting Shakespeare when they ask you, "How's your day going?"
Exactly. They're just expecting a smile and maybe a sentence or two.
So the first thing to remember is don't put so much pressure on yourself. It doesn't have to be brilliant. It just has to be genuine.
Right. And the second reason small talk feels hard for English learners specifically is you're thinking in two languages at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that is exhausting.
You hear the question in English, you think of the answer in your first language, you translate it, you try to say it, and by the time all that happens, the conversation has already moved on.
And then you feel even more awkward because you missed your moment.
But here's the thing. The more you practice small talk, the more you build what I call automatic phrases. Things your brain just knows without translating.
Oh, I love this. Can you give some examples?
Yeah, so for example, when someone asks, "How are you?" you don't need to think about it. You just have a few ready phrases, like, "Good, thanks. How about you?" Or, "Pretty good, a little tired but good." Or, "Can't complain."
Can't complain. Oh, I love that one. It's so natural. It basically means things are okay.
Yeah, it's a very common one. And when you have these phrases in your back pocket, ready to go, you feel so much more confident.
It's like having cheat codes for conversation.
Exactly. Conversation cheat codes. I like that.
Okay, so let's actually get into it. Like the real stuff. What are the most common small talk topics? Because I think a lot of people don't know where to start. Like, what do you even say?
Great question. So the most common small talk topics are actually pretty predictable. And that's a good thing, because predictable means you can prepare.
Preparation is your best friend.
So the classics are the weather, work or school, the place you're in, the weekend, food, or just reacting to something you're both experiencing at the same time.
Right, like if you're both waiting in a really long line and you look at each other like, well, this is a lot.
Yes. And that shared moment is actually a perfect small talk opener. You're both experiencing the same thing, so it's natural to comment on it.
Okay, so let's do some examples. Real scenarios. Max, let's pretend we're strangers at a coffee shop. You're sitting next to me. Go.
Okay. Um, nice place, right? I've never been here before.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. The coffee is amazing. Have you tried their lattes?
Not yet. I just got a regular coffee. Is the latte worth it?
Oh, 100%. Like, it's honestly one of the best I've had in this area.
Okay. I might have to come back and try it then.
And that little exchange is small talk. It's so simple. It's just noticing something around you and making a comment.
Right, and notice what happened there. Neither of us said anything super intelligent or impressive. We just connected over coffee.
And that's the whole point. Small talk is connection, not performance.
Now let's try another one. Haley, this time we're coworkers. Monday morning. You're making coffee in the office kitchen. I walk in.
Oh, okay. Okay, Monday morning energy. I've got this.
Morning. Long weekend?
Is it that obvious? Yeah, I had a really busy weekend actually. I went to my cousin's wedding. It was beautiful, but so much dancing.
Oh, wow. Fun though, right?
So fun. But my feet are still recovering. How about you? How was your weekend?
Pretty quiet, honestly. Watched a couple of movies, went for a walk. Nice to recharge.
That sounds perfect. Sometimes you just need a quiet one.
And see, again, that's it. That's real small talk. Nothing complicated.
And notice how we asked each other questions. That's really important. Small talk is not a monologue. You talk a little, then you bounce it back to the other person.
Yes, that's a huge tip. Always bring the other person in. Ask them something related. It shows you're interested and it keeps the conversation going naturally.
And it takes the pressure off you. Because if you ask a question, now they have to talk. You get a little break.
Exactly. Strategic small talk.
Okay, let's talk about some specific phrases and expressions. Because I think one of the most useful things we can do today is just give you real, ready-to-use language.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's start with openers. How do you start a small talk conversation? Because that's usually the hardest part.
The first sentence is always the scariest.
Right. So some really natural openers are, nice weather today, isn't it? Classic, always works.
Busy in here today.
Have you been waiting long?
Is this your first time here?
That looks delicious. What is that?
That one works so well. Like if someone has food and it looks good, just ask. People love to talk about their food.
It's true. Ask someone about their food and suddenly they're your best friend.
Okay, and what about keeping the conversation going? Because sometimes you start and then it just dies. It just falls flat, and you're both standing there like, okay, cool. Yep.
The awkward silence. Yeah. So the key to keeping a conversation going is something called adding and returning.
Oh, explain that.
So adding means you add a little something to what you say. You don't just answer with one word. Like if someone asks, "Did you have a good weekend?" Instead of just saying, "Yeah," you add a detail. "Yeah, I went hiking. It was really nice."
So you give them something to work with.
Exactly. And returning means you turn it back to them. "How about you?" Or, "What about your weekend?" It's like a game of catch. You catch the ball, you throw it back.
I love that. Catch and return. That's such a good way to think about it.
And it makes the whole conversation feel balanced. Neither person feels like they're doing all the work.
Okay, here's something I want to ask you because I think our listeners deal with this a lot. What do you do when you don't understand what someone said?
Oh, such a good one. Because this happens all the time and people freeze.
They just nod and smile.
The dangerous nod. Yes.
And then they have no idea what just happened.
So the most important thing is, it's okay to ask someone to repeat themselves. It's totally normal. Native speakers do it all the time.
Yes. Please, please, please stop pretending you understood when you didn't. Just ask.
And there are really polite, natural ways to do it. Like, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Or, "I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that." Or even just, "Sorry?"
Or my personal favorite. Wait, what? Very casual, very human.
Yeah, "Wait, what?" works too. Depends on the situation.
And if you still don't understand after they repeat it, you can say something like, I'm sorry, my English isn't perfect yet. Could you say that more slowly?
And honestly, most people respond to that really well. They appreciate the honesty. They'll slow down, they'll simplify their words. People are usually really kind about it.
And if they're not kind about it, then they don't deserve your small talk anyway.
That's fair. Moving on.
Okay, I want to bring up something that I know a lot of learners struggle with specifically. And that's the question, where are you from?
Oh yes, that one.
Because it seems simple, but then people ask follow-up questions and it gets complicated. Like, your English is so good. How long have you been learning? Do you miss home? And suddenly you're in a full interview.
It escalates quickly.
So, what's your advice for handling that kind of question?
I think the key is to just be comfortable with who you are and where you're from. Like, being an English learner is not something to hide. It's actually something to be proud of.
100%.
And you can actually turn it into a great small talk topic. Like, yeah, I'm from Brazil actually. I'm still learning English, but I love it. And most people will respond really warmly to that.
And then they feel good because they're talking to someone who's doing something impressive. Because learning a language is impressive.
Exactly. You're doing something most people never bother to do. Own that.
And actually, this is a good moment. We want to ask you something. And I mean you, the person listening right now.
Yes. So here's our question for you.
What is the small talk situation that makes you the most nervous? Is it talking to strangers? Talking at work? Talking to native speakers?
Leave your answer in the comments. We genuinely want to know. Because it helps us make better episodes. Episodes that are actually useful for you.
And honestly, just writing your answer in English is already great practice. So do it. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. We're a judgment-free zone here.
Always. Okay, let's keep going. I want to talk about something called filler phrases, because I think these are so underrated.
Yes, filler phrases are amazing. These are the little sounds and words that native speakers use all the time to keep the conversation flowing. Things like, oh wow, really? No way. That's so funny. I totally get that.
Or just, uh-huh, yeah. Little sounds that show you're listening.
And these are so important because they make the other person feel heard. They feel like you're engaged and interested.
What you even having to say something complicated.
Exactly. You don't need to have a brilliant response every time. Sometimes just saying, oh wow, really? Is enough to keep things going.
Let me give you a little example. I'll say something, and Max, just respond with natural filler phrases. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, so I just found out my neighbor has like 30 cats.
No way.
I know, and I only found out because one of them got into my apartment.
Oh wow. How did that even happen?
I left my window open, and this tiny cat just walked in, like it owned the place.
That is wild. Did you keep it?
I was tempted, but no. I returned her. Her name was Biscuit.
Biscuit. That's a great cat name.
And see, Max used no way. Oh, wow. That is wild. And just kept asking natural follow-up questions. And that whole conversation flowed.
And it wasn't hard. I was just reacting naturally.
That's the goal. React naturally. Don't overthink it.
And the more you listen to natural English, like podcasts like this one, the more those phrases just start to come automatically.
Which is why we always say listening is learning. Even passive listening. Even if you're just playing this episode while you cook or clean or commute.
Your brain is picking up all of it. Don't underestimate that.
Okay, I want to do one more thing before we wrap up. Let's talk about how to end a small talk conversation, because this is also something people struggle with.
Oh yeah, the exit. Very important.
Like, how do you politely end a conversation without it being awkward?
So the key is to give a natural signal that you're wrapping up. And there are some really easy, friendly ways to do this.
Like what?
So something like, well, it was really nice talking to you. That's a classic. Warm, friendly, clear.
Or, I should get going, but it was great to meet you.
Good luck with everything. That works well too, especially if the person mentions something they have going on.
Or if you're at work or school and you might see them again. See you around is really casual and friendly.
And here's a little tip. Before you say your goodbye, give a small compliment or warm comment about the conversation. Like, this was such a fun chat, or I loved hearing about that.
It makes people feel good, and they'll remember you positively.
Which is really the whole goal of small talk. Just leave someone feeling a little better than before you talk to them.
That's actually really beautiful. Small talk as just tiny moments of kindness.
Yeah, I think people forget that. Small talk isn't about filling silence. It's about connection, even if it's short, even if you never see that person again.
I love that. Okay, so let's do a quick recap because we covered a lot today, and I want to make sure everyone takes something away from this episode.
Yeah, let's do it. So, number one, small talk is not a performance. You don't need to be impressive or brilliant. You just need to be warm and genuine.
Number 2, build your ready phrases like, good, thanks. How about you? Or, can't complain. Have a few of these on automatic so you don't freeze.
Number three, catch and return. Add a little detail when you answer, and then throw the question back to the other person.
Number 4, use filler phrases. Oh, wow. Really? No way. That's so funny. These little reactions make you sound natural and show that you're engaged.
Number five, it's okay to ask someone to repeat themselves. Sorry, could you say that again? Is always acceptable. Always.
And number 6, ending is easy. A warm, it was so nice talking to you, and a smile is all you need.
Simple. Human. Doable.
And one more thing, which I think is maybe the most important of all.
Practice.
He knows me so well.
Small talk is a skill, and like any skill, it gets easier the more you do it. So don't wait until you feel ready. You'll never feel fully ready.
Just start. Start small. Start uncomfortable. Start awkward. That's fine.
Every awkward conversation is a practice run for the next one. And eventually, it stops feeling awkward. It starts feeling natural.
And that is the goal. Not perfection, just natural.
Exactly.
Okay, one more question for you before we go. Leave your answer in the comments because we really do love reading them.
The question is, what is one small talk phrase that you're going to try this week? Just one.
It could be, how's your day going? It could be, nice weather today. It could be, can't complain. Whatever feels right for you.
Pick one, try it, and let us know how it went. We want to hear about it.
And if it's a little awkward, perfect. That means you tried. That means you're learning. We are proud of you.
Seriously, be proud of yourself for trying. That takes courage.
It really does. Learning a language as an adult is one of the hardest things a person can do. And you're here. You're doing it. That's incredible.
It really is, and we're so glad you're doing it with us.
Okay, and if you are enjoying the podcast, if these episodes are helpful, if Max and I make you smile or laugh or feel a little more confident,
Please subscribe. It is the easiest way to support us, and it means we can keep making episodes like this one.
click that subscribe button. It takes literally 2 seconds, and it genuinely makes a huge difference for us.
And like this video if you found it helpful. And share it with a friend who's learning English. Honestly, sharing is one of the best things you can do.
Because you know someone who's learning English. You know you do. Send it to them.
Pass it on.
Okay, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We really, truly appreciate every single one of you.
We really don't take it for granted. So thank you, from the bottom of our hearts.
Take care of yourselves, keep practicing, and remember,
English doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real.
said beautifully, as always.
I try.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening. We hope today's conversation helped you understand real English better. Subscribe and join us for the next episode.